Today, in this session, we are going to learn views in SQL. The agenda of this session is the definition of the view and various applications and creation of the view and types of various views with simple examples. Now let's get started. What is a view? In SQL, a view is a virtual table based on the result set of an SQL statement, or it's a result set of stored query on the data. Have a look at this diagram here. A view has been created. Inside the view, it consists of a simple SQL statement, that is select statement. As I said here, view is a virtual table, hence it does not store any physical data, whereas the data stored in the table referenced in the select statement. So user can retrieve the data from the table with the help of the view. Now the difference between the view and the table is that whereas always views are built on the top of the tables only, and we know that they don't have any data inside. Hence, the data changes in this table will also reflect it to the view. That is right to understand. A girl is looking into the mirror. So the image of the girl you can see in the mirror. Now, in case if this girl is laughing, you can easily understand that the image also laughing. This girl, we can consider here this girl as a table, whereas this image is a view. So this image has been generated because of this real world entity or object girl. Similarly, the same to the view also. See here only one part of the girl has been visible here. Whereas if you can see here, the complete body of this girl is visible here. That means according to your requirement, you can use the select statement. You can retrieve the result set based on the condition, or if you want to retrieve the complete table. Various applications of using SQL views. While we are designing database, well, then definitely you may expect views existence, because views were played a very important role in designing the database. In case if you can take normalization, after second normalization, automatically views are required to diminish the ambiguity. Now let's take simple applications here. We have various applications. Almost all applications will use views. For example, say the Amazon.in. Closely observe here, we have many products displayed here. As we know that Amazon can hold millions of products, but out of the millions of products, only few products are displayed here. So this is a view is designed in such a way that out of millions of products, only few products have been selected and they are viewed here. It's a simple application. Similarly, if you can see here in the banking application also. So a customer can perform withdrawal or deposit money, right? Then the bank teller can perform the actions regarding the customer. So he can able to access the account of the customer. But the customer account information, even though visible to this bank teller, he cannot see the complete information of the customer. That means only portion of the customer account information is provided to this particular client teller. So a view has been designed to the underlying table customer in such a way that this bank teller can access only part of the table, not the complete portion, complete details of the customer account. Let us see an example, the syntax, how to create a view. Just like a normal table creation, here also we have used create statement, create view, view name as. Here we are going to use the select statement because we are trying to retrieve the result set. And you can also mention the required number of columns from the table. If you wish, you can also use the where condition here. Here in this example, I'm trying to use MySQL database. Let us take table student underscore marks. Now we have 3 columns from this table, and I just want to create a view by selecting only 2 columns, name and result. So according to the syntax, create a view, create view B98 as select name comma result from marks. That's it. I just want to create a view V98. The 2 columns name comma result. I just ignore the marks column from the student underscore marks. So a view has been successfully created. Let's try to execute this view. So we got name and result here. Okay. Here from the table student underscore result, a view has been created. Now this view doesn't have only values. It holds only select statement. So if you want to see the views from the underlying data dictionary, this is the syntax. If you want to see all the views, you can see with the help of select star from information underscore schema from the MySQL. Or if you want to see the only the definitions of all the view, you can use the view definition. Let us see here. Just now we created our view V98, right? Select information underscore schema dot views. See here, what are the views already created? Now, this is the view we have just created, V98. Okay, now the view is going to be stored in the data dictionary as a query, not as a table. In case if you want to see only the definitions, you can also see the definitions instead of viewing the remaining information of the views. So select view definition from information underscore schema dot views. See here. If you closely observe, all the views are stored in the data dictionary as a queries, not as tables, right? Now, So we can create views with various examples. Just now I created one view. You can also create by with the help of the where condition also. I just want to create a view. B99 as select. Just want to display the student name from student marks where result like us. I want to display all the student names from the table student marks whose result is pass. Or you can also give where result equals to pass. So view has been created. Let us see here. We got all the student names whose result is pass. You can also create view. I write in the subqueries like this. I just want to display all the student name and result whose marks greater than average marks. Let us try to understand. Before finding the average marks, how do we find the average marks? Select average of marks. Now, in the table, average marks is given 533. I just want to display the student names and results whose marks greater than average marks. Select name comma result from student marks where marks greater than select average marks from student underscore marks. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to find out name and result from the student marks whose marks greater than average marks. So this query will return the average marks. Now here we are going to compare against this value. So only one student having the marks greater than average marks. So you can take one more query like this. I just want to find out all the customers having both account and loan whose name begins with the H. In order to understand this, let us have a look about here. Here we have two tables: depositor consists account number, customer name; borrower consists loan number and customer name. So I want to find out these are the records from both the tables borrower and deposit. I just want to find out customers who have both loan and account. That means I just want to find out the common customers from these two tables. So I'll close up here. Adam does not exist here. Karan Ains existed here and here. Jackson does not exist. Jones exists here. And we can close up the Smith, and Smith also exists here. Now out of this, there is one more condition. I just want to find out the customer who begins with the H. That means these are the results. Now, in order to write the query for this, what we have to do is, you can write like this: select customer name from depositor. Okay, here I used alias, that's why as D. Here select the customer name from the borrower, whereas B is an alias, that's why I have written B dot. Where I just want to find the commonality between these two, that's why D dot, that is nothing but depositor dot customer name equals to B dot customer name. But in order to check here, what we have to use, where exist. That means I'm trying to find out the customer names or the borrower exist in the depositor table or not, from the borrower table to depositor table. So these kind of queries are a little bit complicated. Of course, in case if the more number of levels has been increased. So just now we have seen this is the query. Now this query can be diminished in a simple manner like this with help of the view. Observe carefully. This query has been written in this manner. I have taken the entire query and converted into the view. Create view is 71. As I have copied this entire query, I just remove this condition. Now I can consider the whole query as a V71. Okay. Now select customer name from V71. Where condition, that means in the place of V71, this entire query is going to be replaced. Where customer name like a H, that means begins with the H. Next time also, if I want to find out the customer name with the S, then I can also write the simple query, select customer name from V71, where customer name like S percentage. So which makes a problem very simple. So this kind of complicated queries, subqueries can be made simple with the help of the views. Similar how we generally drop the table, we can also drop the delete the view with the help of a drop command. Just now we have created the let's say we have different views, right? I just want to drop our view V98. So drop view V98. That's it. View has been successfully deleted. And one more point, if I want to delete in a particular table, let us see what is going to happen. Assume that there is a Joe tab. It's a table, right? Or a student say table. I just want to delete the student table. Drop table student. So this time we got a warning message, whereas for the view we didn't get the warning message. While you're dropping or deleting a particular table, definitely the RDBMS will definitely ask you to whether you are confirmed to delete it or not. Because once you drop the table, you will no longer, in general, will get back to the values. Whereas views doesn't hold the values, isn't it? Let us see here whether the table has been dropped or not. Because table has been dropped, the table does not exist. Clear? Now, types of views. So views can be classified into two types. One is read-only views, second one is the updatable views. So read-only views will permit only read-only privilege. That means you can see the view, but you cannot perform any kind of operations. Whereas coming to the updatable view, you can perform the operations like insert, delete, and update. Now, the advantage and disadvantage of views. The first and foremost advantage is, as we know that views can represent or restrict or subset of the data contained in a table. That means a view can expose only the part of the data table. So just now we discussed in the earlier, in the banking application. Here, this bank teller can see only the some portion of the information of the customer. You cannot see the password. This password has been hidden from this customer, the bank teller. Now, so views can hide the complexity of the data. For example, I can create a view as a part of the table as a results 2020 from the underlying table student underscore result. Or I can also write them as a result 2021. Okay. So as per our requirement, we can make it. As in, you know that view is nothing but a simple SQL statement, hence doesn't occupy more space. And we can also create view by joining two or more tables. Just now we have seen that. There are how many tables involved? Borrower and a depositor. So likewise, you can also include more number of tables as per our requirements by adding the subqueries. So at the end, it is going to provide like only single table. So views can provide extra security using access restrictions. As according to that, just now we discussed, we can give the privileges, authorizations to the table by creating a view by assigning these privileges, insertion, deletion, updates. Similarly, views can provide the aggregate information. So aggregate functions can also be used to help out the views. So something select, create, view, V100 as select. I just want to count the number of records. I want to get them in the view V100. So the number of records from the student underscore marks is going to be retrieved with the help of the V100. Select. So total 8 records. Now coming to the disadvantages. As you know that when a table is dropped, what is going to happen? Views won't drop, right? Once the table has dropped, the views becomes irrelevant because always in general views are going to be built on the top of the table. When the table has been dropped, there is no use of the views. Table, not a real table. As the query processor must translate queries against the view into queries against the underlying source tables. Hence it gives performance degradation. Thank you.